Woolly Bear. Gangers had been cutting the line-side grass and cocking it. The fat controller sells the hay to hill farmers who want winter feed for their stock. At this time of year, when Percy comes back from the harbour, he stops where they have been cutting. The men load up his empty wagons and he pulls them to Farquhar. Toby then takes them to the hills. The farmers collect the hay from Toby's top station. When in the wagons, the hay is covered to prevent it blowing about, but on the line side, it is stacked in the open air to dry. Percy gave his ghostly whistle. He laughed. Said Thomas crossly. Continued Thomas firmly. Said Thomas. Fumed Percy. He took his trucks to the harbour and spent the morning shunting. He grumbled. All the same, he and his driver decided to start home early. It was most unfortunate that just before they did, a crate of treacle was upset over him. They wiped the worst off, but he was still sticky when he puffed away. The wind rose as they puffed along. Soon it was blowing a gale. Exclaimed his driver. The wind caught the piled hay, tossing it up and over the track. The gangers tried to clear it, but more always came. The line climbed here. His driver advised, so whistling warningly, Percy gathered speed. But the hay made the rails slippery, and his wheels wouldn't grip. Time after time, he stalled with spinning wheels and had to wait till the line ahead was cleared before he could start again. The signalman climbed a telegraph pole, the station master paced the platform, passengers fussed, and Thomas seethed impatiently. The signalman shouted, the station master stood amazed, the passengers exclaimed and laughed as Percy approached. Percy panted. Scolded Thomas, but he spoilt the effect as Percy drew alongside. He chortled. Asked Percy. Puffed Thomas as he started away. When Percy got home, his driver showed him what he looks like in a mirror. Exclaimed Percy. But it was no good. Thomas told Toby all about it. And instead of talking about sensible things like playing ghosts, Thomas and Toby made jokes about woolly bear caterpillars and other creatures which crawl about in hay. They laughed a lot, but Percy thought they were really being very silly indeed.